May profits be upon you. How you doing, traders? My favorite traders, my peoples. Did you catch your bus today? Did you catch your bus today? I caught one. AUDUSD. I'm so happy because I needed it like real bad. Caught me AUDUSD. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I looked at my usual suspects, EURUSD, GPB USD, and USD CAD. And I was looking at him, and I was like, you know what? I went with AUDUSD. Let me go through it, and I'll tell you what I saw. First, we're going to use the replay tool, and where we're going. All right, is this it? Okay, boom. And where am I going back to? I'm going back to right around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard. That's about right. Okay. Do I need to go through all this? You know what? Really, it might help with illustrating. Okay, so what do I do when I come to this? When I come to the charts? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get rid of this because we don't need that. Just let me get it. Let me get it. There you go. All right. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. What I usually do when I come to the charts, I go to the higher time frames, right? I take a peek at 4 hour because I've already done my analysis for the week, Sunday, right? From the higher time frame, from a swing trade perspective, right? I've already done that. So I go back to 4 hour and I take a peek at it, right? I'm looking. Now, what am I noticing? All right. You got to forgive TradingView because what they'll do is they'll mess up things when you start going through the time frames and you're using replay. It'll mess up things. It'll give things in the future and stuff. It'll jump up times. Like right now, it's showing 5 o'clock. That's a 5 o'clock candle. That's good. That'll work. All right. So, what am I noticing? Like I mentioned during my breakdown for the Sunday forecast. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. I'm looking for price to make a lower high. Where does price make those turns? At order blocks, at supply and demand. All right. We had this reversal here off of, I believe this is a daily. I'm pretty sure that's a daily, but we don't have to check it. Anyway, it hit this this order block. It gave us this reversal. So price is making that, already made that lower low. I'm looking forward to make the lower high. Now, of course, I'm going to be looking right over here, right? I'm looking here and I'm saying, this is interesting. And then we have this spike here. So I need a clear view of this candle and this candle because I want to clear a nicely formed order block here. I want to see a bearish order block where I can see price perhaps reversing and giving me a transition from bullish to bearish, right? So I'm looking at this. I'm going, should I mark this? Should I mark that out? Let me see. Let me see what it looks like on a lower time frame. Maybe it'll start to form up a little bit better. Okay, we got a big old doji. This looked like a news candle. Caught people up here, caught people down here. It hit these liquidity points, top and bottom, and then it resumed the bearish trend. So I'm looking at that. I'm going, this one I'm gonna mark here. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, this is a little high for where price is right now. You see that price didn't even get up there, but I'm going to mark this anyway because I think it might turn out to be important. This one is where we got some situation going on. Let me see if I can get it clearer on the two hour. Excuse me. I don't know why I stuttered like that. All right. So we got a bearish, bullish, bearish candlestick formation here, right? And with this wick here, you have to know that there is supply in there, a lot of supply. But where does it begin? Where does it end? All right, I need to see if I can get a nicely formed order block there. Now look at that. See how perfectly that was, that just the wick formed that bearish engulfer here. All right, this represents supply, but price isn't up there. Price is lower. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. All you got to do is look for it and you will find it. So I'm going to mark this one here because I know that's where price is right now. Price is in supply. All right. And this is 1 hour supply. Of course, I'm going to mark it. Come on, come on. I doggone it. All right. All right. What is this, 1 hour? Okay, I got a 1 hour order block here. All right, that's just to keep my record straight. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right, so we are in supply. We're well into it, matter of fact. And we are, if we divide the candle in half, you know, this is where I usually would look for entry or put stop loss or something. You know, I would mark the halfway mark, the equilibrium of this institutional candle. I tend to look at as a very important area. All right. So you can see we are well into this candle. So I'm going to go down. Now I'm going down to the 15. All right. No, let me take a look at the 30. All right. Yeah, we're still there. All right. And we can see price action is not too much different. We see that there's a bullish engulfer in here, and price is now testing that the base candle of it. All right, we can go to the 15 minute. All right, we're going to see if price is going to respect bearish order flow, or are we going to get a transition? What are we doing here? You know what I mean? Because we got higher, 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 right? That's what I'm noticing. So I want to see something here. Is this hiding? Yeah, that's a wick. That is a wick. And why is it up so high? I don't know. Okay, that makes way more sense. I don't know what that was about. Okay, so, all right. So, you know, are we going to form a head here? What I want to see at this point is price break these lows. I want to see break some lows. If it breaks this low, that's a short-term low. If it breaks this low, it's a short look. It's 2 candle pullback, so that's a structural low. A break of an SOW. Two short-term. Let me explain this. 2 short-term lows. You know, outside of a 2 candle pullback, which is a full pullback. All right, these little short-term lows. 2 of them in a row is like a show of weakness. All right, a show of weakness to buyers. Okay, and when price comes back down, when price breaks those and goes back up, all right, for that return to impulse, I'm looking for price to continue down because the sellers have taken over. Got it? We're talking about bears are in control. All right, but I'm looking for a break of short-term lows or a break of structure, and that would really get me going. I'm looking. Why is that in the way right now? I'm looking for this to happen and then back up, testing one of these order blocks up here and then down. All right, and this would be a grand entry, especially if it comes in during my time. Right now, I'm going down to, because I'm going to advance price a little bit. What time is it now? We're going to keep an eye on the time. 7:15, 7:30. Now we got a half an hour and price is heading down. So I'm feeling pretty good about this situation. All right. I need price to break some lows, 2 short-term lows for a show of weakness or a break of structure, a structural low, so that I can see the return to impulse. This is the return to impulse, and I can take that from there. You know, that's my bread and butter setup, right? Let's go to the 5 minute because we're getting close to that time. I'm going to advance a couple of candles. What time is it now? It's 7:50, 10 minutes till. Let's go to 5 minutes till. Aha! Aha! We got short-term lows being broken. That's something that we have to highlight. All right. You see that bearish engulfer. All right. Price makes another bearish engulfer. So you see 3 in a row. You see that price has bearish order flow. All right. All right. Sellers are in control. And you see these lows are short-term lows. Let me see if I can get it good. All right. This is a short-term low. This is a short-term low. This is a fine pullback. Actually, this is a break on this time frame, 5 minutes. It's a break of structure. All right. Because this is a lower low, lower high. All right, because it got more than 2 candles. All right, so and then we get this low broken. Then we get, if we would have got that, that would have been like a bonus. All right, so I'm looking for the return to impulse at this point. You understand? So where am I waiting? Oh, I got a mess up here, don't I? All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get rid of all of this because we don't need all this. All right, I got a couple in there, some higher time frame or hour. What you're looking for the higher time frames to give you those nice, look well-formed order blocks. This one is important. This is a 5 minute. This one's important. Okay. I'm going to take a peek at the 15 just for the purposes of drawing order blocks. All right. We have one here. Okay. That's a 15, but we can, this is the deal. This is the deal. All right. And you see how price came down and came back in to retest this, to mitigate this order block a couple of times. Boom, boom. And then it went down. All right. But when you get to the 5, can you refine that? Oh, certainly. Certainly you can. Right here. That's going to be your head. If this is the left shoulder, we're looking at shoulder. We're looking at this, that transition right now. Okay. That's what we're looking at. All right. And I'm also looking at this one. All right. And I'm keeping in mind what time it is. All right. Does price have a reason to come back up here? All right. No, it's come down. It's mitigated this order block. All right. It's come down. It's mitigated this order block. Okay. Is price coming back? What's the probability that price comes back and wants to attack that this protected price point? All right. That's the question. All right. So I have the lows broken. I'm looking for a return to impulse. All right. And I have one other candidate here. These are 5 minute order blocks. All right. All of them on this same time frame. All right. And I have an order block here. Okay. Boom. These are my order blocks. All right. I'm looking for price to come up here, test and wick off. And wherever it wicks off, I'm putting my stop loss above that order block. Okay. I'm looking at what time it is and I'm going down. Look at it. Look, it's 7:55. I'm going down to the 1 minute now. All right. I got too much mess on here. We already see that price is transitioning from bullish to bearish momentum, giving us our reversal pattern, okay, with a high, higher, a higher high, a higher high, a higher high, and then a lower high. Golly, why did I have so much trouble with that? All right, so price did come back up here, right? Look at that. That would have got me. That would have got me heated. All right, but this is now 7:59. So I'm putting up my session indicators. All right, to let me know. Wow, what just happened? Time-based lines, right? Why isn't it showing? Okay, maybe I done lost my mind. It's not because it's not 8 o'clock yet. The next candle will give it to me. All right, so I'm looking for price to maybe come down as maybe it's going to break this low. Maybe it's going to break that low and then it goes back up. All right, I'm waiting for it to come back up here. And that's when I'll pounce on it. All right. So here we go. It's now 8 o'clock. All right. Are we going lower? Price is going up. All right. I would love it to go down to give me that break of structure. I want to be patient with this because after a break of structure, that is a higher probability trade than the breaks of two short-term lows. Okay. It's a little bit higher probability. Okay. So it is now 803, 804. All right. Price is up here now. Now I'm like, okay, we have a show of weakness, but we did not have a break of structure. It's after 8 o'clock. Should I take this low here? Should I take this order block? All right. Is this going to be the source? All right. Is this the source of this break of structure? I would look at my source to be higher. I would look at my source to be higher. I would love for this to come down and then come back up. All right. But I will take one of these. All right. But this seems short and I don't see rejection yet. Now it's starting to give me, now we got a bullish, bearish, bullish. All right. So are we going to respect these order blocks here? If it goes past this order block, then for sure, I'm not going to be looking at this, taking the trade out of this order block because it hasn't returned to the source. So I'm really have my attention more up here than here. You understand? Because this is where price came from, and this order block was not mitigated. Let me show you something. I need you to see this. I want to get to that order block. Let me see, 3 minutes. I just went to 2, I went to 3. Aha, this is beautiful. All right, this is a good order block here, right? But was it mitigated? You got to be exact with this stuff, man. This order block was not mitigated. Let me do this. There you go. All right. Yeah. This order block was not mitigated. So these were. This was mitigated and it went higher. We're still seeing bullish order blocks here. So I'm looking at this one because it was not mitigated. You understand? And I'm going to be waiting. I'm waiting. This was a great break. This is a good, clean entry. And look what time it is, 8:09. This would have been a good entry. I would prefer the break structure, but this would have been a good entry for sure. All right, let's go. Now we formed a bearish order block. Now, I didn't take this entry, and because it didn't get up here. So I'm thinking that there's still maybe time, room for it to come up. Look at that. All right, now I don't know why I went crazy on the clicker like I did. All right, but that's what got me in, and I put my my stop loss way up here for no good reason. All right, I was feeling like maybe price, if price has gets a a wild hair of its behind, it might want to break my high here. All right, because I wasn't convinced of this this break of the show of weakness, this break of the second short-term low. All right, I wanted to see price break that structure down here, but this was a great entry. I had a 3.6 pip stop loss, so it wasn't really that bad, not bad at all. I like a 2 pip up to a 3 pip, no more than 4. So I was well within my own mind. But had I taken that short, I probably would have made quite a bit more money today, but that's fine. So I got triggered in and price started to fall. And guess what? It hit that it hit that break of structure. And I said, it's going back up to the source. It's going back up to the, oops, it's going back up to the source here. All right. This would have been an excellent second entry. Excellent second entry. Do you hear me? But it didn't make it. It got up close, boy. I would have took the second entry. Oh my goodness. I would have took the second entry right here. I would have took it. I thought it was coming up and it just missed, man. It just missed. Because I was here. I was here waiting. And look how close it is. I just want you to see how close this is. Why is this upside down? Who put that on there? Yeah, I had it right here at this order block. I sure did. I said, this is going to be the source. This is going to be a great second entry. I'm going to double it up. Yabba dabba do. Nah. And you put your stop loss above the entry, above the stop, above the order block in which you enter, of course. And I could have had this. Anyway, this is something you need to look out for. All right. Once you get that break of structure and you look for that return to entry, or return to impulse, this would have been a grand, would have put me in a very nice spot today, but I still ended up in a good spot. As soon as it hit my 3R, as soon as it tapped down, I took out 80% of my trade and left a 20% runner. Now it continues, right? It goes back up. Oh man. All right. Then my runner, I'm thinking it's going to hit the entry, but I wasn't thinking of re-entering a new trade. I lost that feeling over here. I think I still had my entry up here, matter of fact, and it came back up and gave me another near miss. But anyways, when my runner came back down and hit this 3R again, I got out on this second tap. I said, I'm not going to play around with this. With these rejection wicks, price consumption and all, I said, you know what, I'm not going to play around. I'll just take the 3R, because 3R is a good day. 3R is a good week. All right, for a lot of people, but hey, we do what we do. All right, so price just kept going. All right, and I just at this point, once it broke these lows, I stopped watching because it was just giving me all kind of heartache and everything. But that was the trade, and that was how I caught it, and that's how you should catch it. Okay. I hope you learned something from this. All right. Or what are the things I want you to remember from this? Higher time frame, lower time frame correlations. All right. I don't look for 1 minute order blocks. They're kind of iffy. They're kind of 50-50. So I always look for 2 minute and above, 3 minute and above. All right, the higher the order block, the better. And I look for higher time frame order blocks as my POIs for my lower time frame. For the lower time frame POIs, I need those higher time frames because they're just built more sturdy. All right, they're just stronger. Okay, so that's one thing I want you to remember. Also, my risk management at 3R, all right, I usually take off 80, leave 20% for a runner. Sometimes I'll take off 90, depending on where I'm at in structure and everything. If I'm at the exact same point of a higher time frame supply, and my lower time frame has finally reached that supply as a POI, all right, that's a high probability short I'm going to take. Okay, and then I'll leave 20% on, but sometimes I'll just take the 10%, leave the 10% on as a runner and go ahead. But I'm also moving my stop loss into profit. All right, at the same time I take profit, where I take my partials. Okay, so that's something that you might want to think about adopting. Okay, and when you're like, I got this 1 hour time frame here, the order block here, you don't have to keep that on the screen. We know you're in it. All right, and you're looking for that transition. I got that transition. So it's all good. So you don't need it. You need to refine now. You need to refine down to 30-minute, 15-minute order blocks and 5, right? And then you look for price on your 1 minute to see if it'll come back up and retest some the base candles of your order blocks and whatnot. Okay, you see all these other little things here? That's a London high. See how price came up during London, found the high, right? And then when New York came, we came back up. We came down and then came back up to give New Yorkers the same kind of discount price. All right, something you want to be aware of. All right, I keep the London high. I watch the Asian high. Okay, price came right down to the Asian high. This is where I usually will target for TPs, because there's liquidity under and above the session highs and the daily highs. All right, weekly highs as well. But I look for the previous daily high, previous daily low, Asian high, Asian low, London high, London low. I didn't say ho. London high, London low. Okay. Because there's liquidity there, and that's what price will target. All right. When I get my TPs, when I set my TPs, I'm looking over here left, looking at structure, and then I'm looking at the lows of sessions and the lows of the day, because that's where price is going to probably go. Same thing for the highs. Got it? I hope you've learned something. If you want to learn more, look at one of the 2 videos that are on your screen right now, and I will see you in the next video.